As you might know, I've shot a lot of POV street photography videos since starting this channel many moons ago. And believe it or not, one of the biggest struggles I had wasn't so much taking the photos, it was the filming part itself. But let me explain. You see, I always had this idea that I wanted to make the video footage look cinematic, which isn't all that easy when you film yourself while roaming the streets taking candid photos of people. So I mainly had to rely on action cam footage with some b-roll from a mirrorless camera, but that also meant to carry a lot of gear on all of my travels. It might not sound much to bring an extra camera for filming, but gear piles up quickly and it started to hold me back creatively to a point where I even considered quitting altogether. I always had the idea to bring as little gear as possible, and over the years I experimented with a few setups, but I think now we're finally at a point where you can achieve a lot with a lot less, creatively speaking. And this is where today's video sponsor comes into play, SmallRig. I've been a long-time user of their innovative products. They're easy to use and offer a lot of creative possibilities for photographers and videographers alike. On my recent travels, my main camera for filming my YouTube videos is the DJI Osmo Action 6. It has a squared sensor and a variable aperture ranging from f2 to f4. That's why you probably can see a little bit of background separation because I'm filming at f2 right now. To help to tell the story of the place that I'm in, it's really nice to have an establishing shot, and for that a drone would be perfect. Unfortunately, I gave up on drones many years ago because the regulations are just too much and some of the countries won't even allow you to bring a drone in. Since I'm in a high-rise building right now, I can take advantage of that to get the result that I want. There are these plants that I would like to use as a foreground, but unfortunately I don't have a tripod that is tall enough, so I have to come up with a better solution. As long as you have a smooth surface nearby, this suction cup can easily be attached, giving you a lot of creative freedoms to mount the camera in different orientations. It comes with an extension arm that has two ball heads. By loosening this screw here, I can quickly move the camera into the desired position, tighten it up and start filming. To mount the Action 6 to a 1/4 inch screw, I basically have two options. The first is the dual mount support. It's made of metal, has the typical GoPro style prongs and also includes a 1/4 inch thread. Similar to the original DJI mount that comes with the Action 6, it is magnetic and it can be attached in both directions. But if I want to get the camera a bit further away from the surface, I use the SmallRig metal cage for the Action 6. Not only does it protect the camera, it also has 1/4 inch mounting points on the top, bottom and side, which is perfect for what I'm doing here. If I'm walking around just talking to the camera, I could just hold it in my hands of course, but I prefer to use a mini tripod which also doubles down as a handle. This one from SmallRig is super lightweight, extendable, has a built-in ball head and is very quick to deploy. It also has a nice grip and a hook which allows you to use it in places where you otherwise couldn't set up a tripod. You can even hang it in unusual spots or attach it to your backpack when you're not using it. This tripod has an integrated hook on one of the legs and that makes it really easy to mount it like a fence, like in this case, and have your hands free while I talk to the camera. This is an amazing feature. It's just a small detail, but that really counts. Here I wanted to film a time-lapse of the busy street. It would have been difficult to set up a tripod here, but the suction cup allows me to position the camera exactly where I want, without worrying about it coming loose. One key component when filming for my channel is using the correct camera settings. I usually shoot at 25 frames per second. To follow the 180-degree shutter rule, I set the shutter speed to 1/50th. For that, I use ND filters from SmallRig made specifically for the DJI Action 6. Most of the footage you've seen in this video was shot using those ND filters. The kit also includes a polarizer, which can be very useful. And even better, a rubber lens cap for the Action 6, which is brilliant. Honestly, I'm not a fan of screw-on ND filters for action cameras because they take too long to mount. These simply slide over the standard lens, which makes them very practical and quick to use. For this time-lapse, I'm setting the shutter speed to 1/4 of a second to get some motion blur. The ISO is set to auto with a maximum of 3200. To achieve that slow shutter speed during the day, I set the aperture to f4 and use an ND filter. The auto ISO helps the camera adjust exposure if the lighting conditions change. By the way, if you want to see the photos I'm taking here in the Philippines, those videos will be out in the next couple of weeks. And one of the most useful accessories that literally blew my mind, you can actually see it right now. It's this flashlight here. It's so small, it's so powerful, and it has one trick up its sleeve because it doesn't have just on off. It also has the full RGB, so you can set the color whatever you want, and that's pretty amazing. But let me show you what this thing actually can do. I'm now filming at ISO 800 f2, and as you can see, you cannot see much, but let me show you what your normal flashlight of your phone can do. Okay, you can see it a little bit in the foreground, but it falls off very quickly. Now let me show you what the SmallRig flashlight can do at full power. Just check this out. It's crazy. At full power, this is just nuts. It is very small, but packs a punch. The camera is currently filming at 1/50th, ISO 200 and f16. You can adjust the brightness, and at full power it delivers 400 looms. In RGB mode, the output isn't adjustable, but it's still more than enough to add a bit of color. The battery life of the built-in battery is impressive, up to 65 hours at the lowest power setting and about 50 minutes at full power. It has a 1/4 inch thread at the bottom, and it's also magnetic. The head can be rotated 180 degrees, and it features an integrated adjustable clip that can be set to 3 different positions. This makes it possible to wear it on a shirt, backpack, or even on a hat. And by the way, it's also IP65 rated. After a full day of shooting, it's important to back up all the footage. But to be ready for the next day, I also need to recharge all my batteries. With the SmallRig charger, I can charge up to 3 batteries at the same time. It's perfect for travel because of its compact size. I've really enjoyed using these accessories from SmallRig. And for my German viewers, SmallRig is offering a whopping 35% discount on the products featured in this video, starting March 10th until March 16th. The links will be in the video description in case you're interested. Personally, I'm looking forward to fully integrating these accessories into my workflow. And thank you so much to SmallRig for sponsoring this video and for creating products that have made my photography journey easier and more enjoyable over the years. Until the next one, auf Wiedersehen.